What are we doing on this video? We are revealing all the things that we will be selling on our live auction. And so all of the things on these shelves, you can send in reserve bids to. Where do you send the reserve bids? Well, you send the reserve bids to HookedonPickin@gmail.com. It's in the description below. I'll also put it in the chat. Make sure you're in live chat so that we can see all of your messages. So if you love an item, just say, I love this necklace and I'd like to send in a $15 reserve. There are a lot of people that actually do win the items, not even being present on the auction because they sent in a reserve bid. So you're going to send an email to us. We will respond to that email letting you know you are the highest bidder or you have been outbid. You will get an email response on that email thread all the way up until 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Once 10 a.m. Central Standard Time hits, the bids are closed. So make sure you do the math. If you're not in the Central Time Zone, make sure you look and make sure you're sending it in by the time that 10 a.m. Central Time stops for you. And so we'll respond back and forth. And so if you have received a response that says you're the highest bidder, make sure that you double check that email from time to time because there are other people that come in, may outbid you, and we will respond back to you and say, hey, now you've been outbid. So if you want to kind of do that back and forth, that's super fun. All right, so we're going to show you each and every one of the items. Why do we do this live? It's because we want you to ask questions about the items and get all your questions answered before the auction, the 5-hour auction starts tomorrow. Our 5-hour auction starts at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. There's also another bonus. During this video is the only time you will get to see what we call table by bids. These are shelves. Behind the camera right now is a table full of 20 items, different lots of items, and they are numbered. And if you would like to buy them, this is the only video that you will see them, and you're going to also send in an email and say, I would like to buy lot number 5 for $3 million. That'd be awesome. But, you know, whatever price that you want, the lowest amount you can buy something for is $5. So all the bids will start at $5. But you definitely want to make sure that you're in the market for purchasing those. There have been some people that have gotten great deals buying the table bids, but that also closes at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And so make sure you send in your buy bids along with any reserve bids that you have before 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Let's go ahead and look at the stuff. We'll show you that email multiple times throughout the sale, and I'll put it in the chat. All right, let's go check out the cool stuff we have for tomorrow's auction.
Okay, very good. Coming down over here. Now, with YouTube being goofy with their comment stuff, I'd encourage you, send in reserve bids so we can make sure that I don't lose your bid and the shuffle of it. Heather and I are going to try to do something today. We have a little sit down to try to figure that out. Also, there might be a way that we could adjust, if you will, what we can see in comments. But you might also see more trolls. So that's kind of a weird thing that YouTube's trying to do. So we're going to try to see if that might work, but there's like no guarantees. So yay, technology, isn't it wonderful? But what do we have on today's sale here? We've got some miners there. Look at that there. They're on little geodes, little pewter miners, and they have little semi-precious stones on that there. So I thought those were kind of cool. We've had these before, but it's been a long time since I found some of these before. So I like this one. It's got the white with the amethyst in there. I think it's kind of neat. So there you go. You got those 6 guys there. This is made in Italy. It is not Murano, but it is made in Italy. Here's the company that makes them. Is it Zeshin? Zeshin, made in Italy there. And then it's the perfume little bottle there. So it's a very fine glass there. So we'll definitely have to keep it with the box there so it ships well for you. But there you go there. Got a cool clock. Somebody brought this in here. I thought this was kind of neat. I don't think it's super old because when I looked at the clock there, it's just a battery clock. So if it would have been old, it would not have been battery, you know. But I still think it looks pretty slick. I thought it looked good on in an office, den, library, that kind of thing. Whatever you got, little bookshelf. I think that's a cool looking deal. All of these paperweights right here, all of these are Murano. They are made in Italy there. They have their original sticker, made in Italy, Murano there. Got a beautiful red heart there. Got beautiful Murano birds, glass birds, and they're always going to be different because of, well, all blown glass is going to be a little different, you know, so pretty neat. You got the, so help me if you want one of these birds, let me know. And call this like the multi-striped bird, multicolored bird. And then I've got the red bird is what I'm going to call that one. And this one I'm going to call the blue bird. But they're just beautiful, all Murano glass. I got a Murano glass cat. There's the sticker, made in Italy there. So beautiful, kind of a multicolor look there too in the cat. At least I think that's a cat. And that looks like a cat, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure. And then we got the multicolored dolphin. And I'll show you. The way they do it there is they cut the end of it off there. See how that is? But that does help it sit better on the shelf. It's not broken. It's actually been like those big iron metal cutters that you see them if you ever watch them blow glass. They use that there. So kind of neat. So beautiful dolphin there. All of this right here is Murano glass. Got some more pewter pieces here. Angels there on wooden bases. A little bit more vintage here. I think they're from the 70s. I thought there was a date on it. I thought it was 1978. So, but I think they're neat here. So there you go. I will probably go choice on each of these. So they look neat. And then I got all kinds of different kind of glassware that came in. That's got Abraham Lincoln's head on it. With something. It's got some words, but some of the words have either been worn off or really kind of hard to see. With malice, maybe? With malice towards none, I think is what it'd say. With malice towards none. And I think that's Lincoln on that there. Oh, that was a whiskey bottle or what that was, but there's a bottle there. Older little milk, 1 pint liquid, a bottle of milk is a bottle of health, and it looks like somebody's painted it blue, or it might have been blue. Might have been a blue glass. Something, kind of a nice little art piece there. Candlesticks here. I love the blue and the candlesticks there. I don't think they're super old on this here, but I know like Godinger sells things like this, so but it looks sharp, I thought. I like the blue. I do like that blue. That dark blue. That's Heather's blue. She loves blue. Got a little dish back here, a little covered dish here. I think it's a fish. I think it's a fish on there. So, I know there's different like fish lore. It looks like, because it looks like there's coins on the top, or maybe that's the ripple of the water. But I think I think it's like a good luck fish in Asian cultures and things like that. I think there's something to that because I've seen several things like that. But I don't know if that's what that was going for. But a pretty little glass dish there. This here, I think it's some kind of stone or marble. Could be a soapstone on these guys here, but just some salt and pepper shakers there. Somebody took some stone and turned it in there. They even made little feet there. That's kind of neat there. A little salt and pepper. Here's a beautiful little blue set. Tiny little glasses. So, be like for communion or something like that there. So, they're even smaller than like a shot glass. So, a shot glass is usually a little bit wider and thicker. So, they are small, but neat little glass there. And the pitcher. See how small the pitcher is? The pitcher is very small. Very small on that there. You say you're buffering. Let me double check here real quick. See if I'm in. Yep, everything is good on my end. So I'm not sure why the buffering is happening. Moving over here. I had a beautiful glass basket here. Really pretty glass basket. It's got the red there. I thought that was really neat. And I think it is made in, let's see, where does it say? It's like a paper on there, Romania. Made in Romania. So I think that's a pretty glass basket, if I can say the word. This has got an older sticker on it too, right there. But it's almost faded off there. That might be Romania again, maybe. Not sure what that is. Looks like a silver cup on top, and then the words pretty much faded. But pretty paperweight. It's kind of how I look at it, as a paperweight there. It's got to be glass, just a big piece of glass there, but the blue in there. I got a few little, is that scratches or is that just fuzz? I think it's just fuzz, yeah. So it's cleaned off. So, but pretty. I know that they were going for a floral theme. I think it's kind of a florally, but neat. And it's got some weight to it, so don't throw it at anybody. Same person that brought in the blue candlesticks there. I got the green candlesticks here, but I think they're neat. Looks like an angel playing a harp there. Green glass. I think that's pretty. Got a few more things here. Got some perfume bottles back here. I like that red one. Heather and I went out picking and we found that. And then I found someone brought in a white one. It's got little flowers on there. It's all glass. That was nice. And then we've got another little blue glass. I'm a sucker for blue glass because my wife likes blue. And then we've got the chicken, just a chicken figurine. Everybody likes a chicken. Then we've got some pink glass. To me, I don't think they're salt and pepper. I think those are too many holes for salt and pepper, but I think it says salt and pepper on it somewhere. That says S, and I think this is P. S and P there. So maybe it is. They're just some pretty big salt and pepper. So you'd have a lot of salt and pepper there, because that's a big size. See, like my hand here, you know, that's a good size salt and pepper. You can put whatever you wanted in there, but it's a cute little set there. And another pink perfume bottle. Well, it looks like it's got a little rose on there. Nice. Same kind of top as that one. I didn't even see that. But this one is pink. More pinks. I'm pretty sure it's pink. Yeah, it's got a pink tint to it. Got a cool little bank here that says Log Cabin Bank for Lincoln Pennies. So I think that's neat. Is it made in India? No, made in Japan. Made in Japan. So don't have the stop there for it. A little bit older here. I'm thinking probably, what do you figure, 60s, 70s probably on the log cabin. And beautiful blue dish. I love the blue dish there. A little covered dish. Got the angel on top. And then just, I put jewelry, trinkets, you know, something in there. Looks like it would go on a vanity or something. All right, popping up here, we always have brooches. Got a whole bunch of brooches. You got the swan, the ribbon, the elephant, Noah's Ark. You've got kind of a cool little bling bling design. And you got the horse. Coming over here, we've got the owl. It's kind of a cool looking owl, isn't it? You got the heart. Is that an angel with a harp? That's what I see on the gold one there. Really pretty leaf there. Some bling. Believe it or not, this one right here is my oldest. The one next to the star one would be the oldest brooch I have today. So, and a cool star. I got some fashion watches there. Somebody brought in like 100 fashion watches, and we bought them all. So you got fashion watches there. So you probably need new batteries for most of these here, but so if you're in the market for a new fashion watch, there you go. We got you covered. Got 6 of those. I really like these. This is what I was told. We have a Shell gas station in our town, and I was told that at a certain point that it was a giveaway. They'd give you like a brass token coin for however many gallon fill up. And then it was kind of presidential collector's coins, collect them all. And so I thought that was kind of neat there. And it has George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Dwight Eisenhower, and then it goes to John F. Kennedy. And I don't know why those presidents were picked and not others, but that was the collection. I have 2 of these, and they are the correct filled spots of the tokens, and they're brass. They're just brass tokens. But I thought maybe if somebody's a Shell collector or like gas station Shell, or you like tokens or presidents or anything, I thought that might be kind of cool. Definitely a throwback piece there. Somebody said, can I see the red watch? I don't have a red watch. I have these watches. This one's blue. Is that the one you were meaning? Pardon me. These are fashion rings. I always start these out at $10. What happens is people bring me rings from the community, and we go ahead and I just put them on here. So a few of them you've seen before, but then as you go down, like I don't think any of these rings you've seen. These are different rings that people have brought me. So there we go. I've got size 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on there. And we start off at $10. They're just fashion rings. There's no sterling silver. I don't believe any of the stones are real of anything. And then I've got size 10, 11, 12, and 13. And that's about as high as I go. I don't have a lot of people bring me 4s, and I don't have really anybody that brings me over 13. So, and there you go. Again, fashion rings will start at $10. So bottom right. Bottom right. This one, bottom right, is that watch right there. There we go. If that helps you carry. Okay, let's see here. Going over to Mom, she's got some necklaces. She's got necklaces there. These 3 are very, very long necklaces. So pretty necklaces there. They've been going pretty well on the auction there for her longer necklaces. And these are probably more vintage. Dad gets these at auction. Sometimes Mom gets these when she's in North Carolina. I think she goes out shopping when she's out there too, and tries to find stuff for you guys. And then we've got a sterling silver rings that Mom's got here for you. We're going to start all these rings at $20 to start. I'll go back, Grammy, in just a moment. All of these rings here are sterling silver. And again, they'll start at $20 and various different stones inside. But I got a size 7, size 7.5, size 8, another size 8, and another size 8. I know that middle one there that looks like gold, but it's actually marked sterling silver. So, and then we've got size 8.5, size 9.5 semi-precious stones with sterling silver on the rings there. And then coming over here, these are also $20. This here is a real pearl, that one right there. It's got that little, looks like a little silver pearl, but that's a real pearl. And I believe it's a 16-inch stainless steel chain. And then the other one over there looks like a volleyball. That's sterling, not sterling silver. That is, yeah, no, there we go. That is sterling silver. If I said sterling silver on the pearl, that's stainless steel chain, okay? But this one over here is sterling silver with the volleyball. And both of the little pendants there are marked 925 sterling silver, okay? Okay, and somebody asked, Grammy asked for, look at the ring 5D, 5, and then D. Here's size 5, and we go down to D. That's one right there. It's got the tree of life on the band there. There you go. Okay, coming on, moving on up here. We've got up here, Mom's got, she's going to do these as a lot. These are brand new. These are all charms, kind of like what you would get from Hobby Lobby. A bunch of different charms. You get butterflies, birds. One of these is Snoopy characters. Yeah, Snoopy, Woodstock, and some of the gang there. And then this is just kind of a mixture of animals and sports and various other things. So you get all 4 packs, one money, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 of those. It's buffering here at times also. I'm not sure why it's buffering for you guys. Sorry. I got more necklaces here. I got 3 different necklaces there. A little bit longer chain. I had to double this one over just to get it to fit on the area that we're trying to display it for you. And then we've got earrings here. I got 6 pairs of earrings. Right there, all still on their card there. 6 different pairs right there. And then Mom's got, if you will, some trinket kind of things. They just get kind of pushed in with some of the jewelry at an auction. If you've ever been to an auction, sometimes it happens that way. It's kind of like glorious piles, how we do it. So that's got mother of pearl there, 3 little pieces in that little glass container. Let's see here. And then I've got brass. It's like a brass doorknob, I think. That looks like a doorknob to me. All right. And then we've got, I'm going to sell this as a lot. Some of these lighters are in good condition. Some of these lighters will need a little bit of work. But there are some of the some older lighters there. I don't know if I've got a Zippo in there, but I got a Summit. What is it? Storm King, made in the USA. So you got 4 lighters and a lot there. And then she's got the box of random. She's got a $15 reserve on the box of random. You open it up there, and just like she says, it's a box of random. You got glasses. Sometimes you got to check these for a gold mark right up there. If you ever get glasses like this, always check for gold. And there is a mark up there. Now, will it autofocus so that I can see that mark? I don't know. I'll have to take a closer look. See those markings right there? It'll be on the nose piece there. So these are definitely vintage glasses. Probably antique glasses, really. Antique book. Got Snoopy in there. There's like a brooch, a calculator, ruler, some beads. So $15 start and a cool box. Coming over here, we've got Jim's, some of Jim's and Matt's stuff that he has for you. All of this, start your own village. He wants this all for one money. That doesn't mean $1. It means he's saying start it. Every piece is sold together. So a cool lot there. So we're going to have a couple of different little lots here for you tomorrow. So all of those villages there. Look at that. If you guys know who Steve McQueen is, there was a car he drove, the Bullet. There it is, the 1968 Ford Mustang GT Bullet right there. He's got a $20 reserve on that. Let me set it down here before I drop it. There we go. Then we got a duck. There's a duck. Amen. Wooden duck. And then we go to Matt. Matt's got a big piece of glass right here. Could be crystal. Could be crystal. It says made in Germany, so probably is crystal on this beautiful deal here. And then you got the Miss Piggy Award. Is that not amazing or what? Not a toy for decorative purposes only. It is a Walt Disney Showcase collectible Miss Piggy. Very good. Looks like an award. The Miss Piggy Award. That's what you need. And then we've got, more Hall pottery. Look out. I've got one more large vase. It's very similar. I think this might be a little bit larger than the last one that we had. We've had 2 other Hall pottery vases come in that were pretty large like that. So this one might be a touch larger than the other ones we had seen. Nice vase here and pretty Hall pottery piece there. There we go. And let's see here, coming down here, we've got, let me get my chair here. Everybody, hold on to something. We're going to be moving. I got to get down and sit. Paul's back won't bend that way anymore. All right, let's see here. Is that Pyrex recordingware? Oh, no, but it's beautiful. There you go. Got that. We've got a bracelet. Nice little geode bracelet there. Then we've got some nice jewelry here. We've got $50 reserves on each of these. This is sterling silver. There's a lot of sterling silver in those earrings. A lot of sterling silver in those earrings. That is 0.56 ounces. So that's a lot of silver in there. And then we've got this one here is, let's say, a bracelet with glass and stone charms. Reserve of $50 on there. So you got that there. Corningware. Yep. Oh, is that dish there you're talking about? Yeah. So nice bracelet in there. Got a $50 reserve on each of these pieces because they're precious metals. Coming over here, she's got some really nice pieces here. I think this is my Aunt Marilyn helping Uncle Jim. On this here, a really pretty ring. Look at that. And this ring's got a little bit of a history to it also. That is a sterling silver ring. It is a size 8.5. It's designed, the designer is Ale, A-L-E. That's Algot Elvelstein. Father of Pandora, founder of Per Emeraldine. Authentic Pandora Sterling Silver Reserve. So got a $75 on that. $75 on that. How many charms on this bracelet? Oh my word, who knows? Look at them. I have no idea, but there's a bunch. There's a bunch on there. So that'll be nice. Then we've got this ring here. It's got a $35 reserve. It says size 11, sterling silver. It's moonstone. You got a moonstone there. $35 reserve on that. Your mom's charms. Oh, I have no idea on those. There's a whole bunch. There's probably 20 charms in a container. So you got 20, 40, 60, 80. You're looking at probably a little 80, probably a little bit more than 80 on those little charms there. And then we've got size 6 ring, sterling silver, size 6 ring with a genuine Ethiopian fire opal. So that's fire opal there. There we go. Yeah, the boxes of charms she was asking for. I think there's 20 charms a box, so you're looking at probably 80 charms. So there's a fire opal. That's cool. Don't always get the fire opals. So good. Jim and Marilyn doing good. Way to go, guys. And then we've got, these don't have reserves, just Premier Design. Pretty earrings and brooch set there. Got a really nice necklace there. Accents by Hallmark. 23-inch long chain, so it's a long chain for you guys. 24-inch chain on the Coldwater Creek necklace there. It's pretty. And then we've got prisms there. I like these. Little sun catcher prisms. Put them in your window. That'd be beautiful. That's another, just a different kind of style of that there. Got another leaf necklace with earrings, 24 inches. Another pretty prism there. Nice. Nice little pottery vase there. Painted vase. Probably hand painted. It's probably the way that it looks. Got a jar of buttons. I think I had 2 jars of buttons last week. I think I might only have 1 jar of button this week. So everybody loves buttons. And then we've got, look at these guys. Are they supposed to be kissing? Is that what they are? I think so. But he's kissing her nose. Very good. That's bad aim. Bad aim right there. And then we got a bracelet and earring set there. That's a pretty little set there. Pretty dainty. And then we'll come down here. More of things that Matt's got for you. We're getting ready for Easter here. We got Winnie the Pooh in a bunny costume. You got a pink peep. You got an M&M Easter there. Awesome. Then you get a nice little set there. Look at that. Home Sweet Home. Probably these are a set. Probably. And then this was by itself. I'm guessing the pattern might be a little different. But it still looks cool. And then I've got, look at this glass dog. That is a big glass dog. Holy cow, that's big. See by my hand. That's a big glass dog there. So very heavy. That's cool, though. Is it Murano? There's a sticker on it. JL. Whatever JL is. So, nice piece, though. I like that. Here's another nice one here. Is that Murano? Let's see. It says handmade. And then a different language. I don't know. Is that handmade in Italy, maybe? This one might be Murano. You see what I'm seeing there? Handmade. Anybody know that language? Hecho, Amino. That probably means handmade. I don't know. Spanish, Italian. Who knows? Poor Paul. He only knows one language. Hershey's chocolate there. Nice mug. Got a Snoopy mug. And best mug of the day. Coffee makes me poop. Amen. There we go. Only true statements here. Coffee makes me poop. And then antique replica fly catcher. Sugar water mixture was placed in the bottom rim of the glass container and attracted. And boom. That's cool. And you got the nice little card telling you what it is. That's nice. I like that. That's a neat piece. Then we got some crystal. Some nice little crystal dishes to end Matt's spots stuff that he's got there for you. Okay, now we're going to head over to the tables. Handmade in French, I think. Okay, thank you, Ginger Lady. So probably France then, probably. Okay, now we're going to go to the tables. Look at the 20 lots that are on the tables. Here we go. Lot number 1, we got the rabbit. Lot number 1 is the rabbit. Let me sit in this chair now. Rabbit. Rabbit is lot number 1. I think it's cool. It's a wooden rabbit. It's all wood. He looks neat. Lot number 2 is called Grandma's Birthday. This is a little bit of older piece here. Older frame too, for sure. And then when I flip it on the back there, you can see definitely it's got the older backing, and it's got this down here. Grandma's Birthday by Sheridan Knowles. Sheridan Knowles, size 7-inch by 9-inch. It was number 5301. So I think it's a cool look. There you go. Bringing flowers for Grandma's birthday. That is lot number 2. Lot number 2. Lot number 3 is called Alone. So if you like horse art, if you like Native American art, it's kind of a really cool design there. It is from an original oil painting. It was in the Degrassi Gallery in the Sun. DeGrazia. I'm probably saying that wrong. DeGrazia. Was Arizona. See the copyright marking and all that there. But I think the actual painting is, I don't think this white part is the painting. You can kind of see a clear line where it really was. You got the proper signature there for you. If it autofocuses there. So there you go. I think it's pretty. A little bit larger. But nice. Nice. Called Alone. And then we got lot number 4. These are all pewter. And these are, they go on Longaberger baskets. They're Danforth fine pewter. They were handcrafted in Vermont. So you got different little, you got cherries. You got the Americana bells. You got a pineapple. And then you've got Longaberger Homestead. So that's lot number 4. Lot number 4. Lot number 5 is the, pretty sure that's a coconut. That's a coconut monkey. Coconut ape, coconut monkey. I thought that was cool. That is lot number 5. I don't see a whole lot of coconuts in my life, so there you go. That's amazing. So lot number 5, coconut monkey. Lot number 6 is the Star Wars Trivia. Star Wars Trivia is lot number 6. It is completely sealed. Includes a free Top Trumps Supercard. I don't know what that means, but there you go. Lot number 6. There you go, is the Star Wars trivia game, completely sealed there. Lot number 7, I thought this was neat. Look at that. You got a Gene pitcher. It's like a porcelain pitcher, but it's looks like jeans, blue jeans. And I got the blue jean salt and pepper on there. Lot number 7. I thought that was really neat. Really neat finding that piece there. So lot number 7. The blue jeans pitcher lot there. Lot number 8, you got the tulip platter. Lot number 8, the tulip platter, really pretty. So, hard to tell on these. Sometimes these are hard to tell if they're glass or crystal. I just usually refer to them as glass when they're that way. But tulip platter. I believe it's Mikasa. Lot number 9, you get the brass eagle. That's older. I think it's 60s, 1960s, I believe. It might even be in the 1950s. Beautiful brass eagle. Look at that guy. Lot number 9. He looks fantastic. Lot number 10, we got the Corningware dish set here. These are the original lids that also went with them. I've got 2 of the plastic lids. They are for refrigerating purposes. It says for refrigerating purposes only. But it goes on there. And then you've got the Corningware. But I only have 1 of the glass lids. I know, that's a bummer. So I'm missing 1 lid. Corningware lot number 10. Corningware lot number 10. And then if you need more angels in your life, I got you covered. Lot number 11 is the angels. Lot number 11, you got the angels right there. Lot number 11, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different angels there. Lot number 11. And then I got lot number 12. You got the watch lot. Lot number 12 is the watch lot. Again, pretty much just fashion watches with all those watches that I had come in. So different kind of colors, different kind of bands. And these I thought were kind of cool. This is like brand new. I don't think this has ever been out of it. It was still in this little box here. So that's a cool vintage watch. You got a ladybug watch there. Close that there. Got a ladybug watch. Another keychain watch. So that's going to be lot number 12 there. Lot number 13 is the green pedestal bowl. Green pedestal bowl is lot number 13. Beautiful green glass. It's a nice style. Lot number 13 is the green pedestal bowl. Give you a couple different angles there. Lot number 14, we got the pocket knife lot. You get 5 pocket knives. 5 pocket knives right there. Got the original box. They're all Eagle Ridge. They're all from the Kentucky Cutlery Company. Kentucky Cutlery Company. Lot number 14 on the knife lot, the pocket knife lot. Lot number 15, these actually came in the door just a couple days ago. Lady brought me a bunch of older dishes and glasses that she's trying to clear out. And I thought, that is beautiful. She's got a lot of 5 of those there. Got that gold design in there. I think they're pretty looking glasses. Set of 5, lot number 15. Set of 5, lot number 15. Feels good in the hand for sure. Lot number 16 is the coffee cup lot, or coffee mug lot. You get Reese's, you get S'more, and you got Blessed Daddy and Blessed Mama. Blessed Daddy and Blessed Mama right there is the coffee mug lot. There you go. Lot number 16. Lot number 17, we have the Campbell's lot. The Campbell's lot, I got a bobblehead, I got a Campbell's ornament, and you got 3 different kinds of mugs there. Campbell's lot. I think this is actually all the Campbell's that I have left. I will be Campbell-less after this. Lot number 17, the Campbell's lot. Lot number 18, doing another fun lot. Just various fun things. I've got a nativity glass paperweight. I've got bears attacking each other. I've got a Yankee candle piece there. I've got nice little vase here. And I've got a turkey salt and pepper shaker. How big is the green pedestal? Heather, are you around by chance? Can you give me a measurement on that green pedestal glass piece there? I'd say height and diameter would probably work. Lot number 19 is a jewelry box. It's more of a vintage jewelry box there. Do have some jewelry in it there. All bagged up, ready to go for you so they don't get tangled in shipping there. That's pretty. I like the little peacock there and there. And those are more vintage stones there. This black one is a stone, and this one down here is an actual stone there. Got some beads, necklaces, got a couple of brooches and necklaces up in there also. Yes, ma'am. What do you got?
It is 8 inches by 8 inches across. So
8 inches tall
and 8 inches wide.
Oh, that worked out perfect.
Yep.
There we go. So lot number 19 is the jewelry box there. I'm going to close it so you can see the top of the lid. It'll look like that there. Pretty neat. And then lot number 20, this is what I'm going to do with this. All of these items all had sad emojis next to them. These were all items that didn't sell at one time or another.
So it is the Epic Decor lot.
Epic Decor lot.
Lot number 20.
I think they're all cool items. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I group them, a big old bundle, somebody's going to love it. You get, this is the city of, is it Florence, I think? I think it's Florence. Can't remember what city it is now. Maybe I can read Italian. There you go. Boom. But it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful deal there. You got the Terracotta Army Soldier. You got this cast iron. That is very heavy cast iron. You can put a light in there. This opens. Boom. And you put a little light in there. And then you got the angel wing. Boom. Lot number 20. Epic Decor lot. All those won money. Okay. Now moving this way. Here we go. Coming on back over here. Got more items on the shelves to show you. Several more pickers to go through here. they have fun going out and finding it for you. And I do have some swords here too, which is awesome. We got Harry Potter, we got Ron Weasley, Albus Dumbledore, and Minerva McGonagall. I recognize her, but I didn't know her name. There we go. And then we got Harry Potter. I can't forget Harry Potter. So you got some Harry Potter stuff there. We got Certificate of Authenticity, gold tribute proof set. Let's see, composition 24 karat gold, gold weight 27 milligrams. Is it gold plated? I'm assuming. I'm trying to see there. But cool little set there. Contains 3 privately minted, non-monetary proof each struck National Collectors Mint Gold. Is there a proof specimen? I didn't get to read these earlier. The Magnificent Proofs herald the first coin, gold coin struck. I'm guessing they're gold plate. That's what I'm guessing. So if Ash is on, let me know. I will ask Ashley before, but there you go. There's their certificate of authenticity, and then you got these different cool coins. They're replicas of the original gold coins that were struck in whatever year. There you go. 1700s probably. 1800s. Late 1800s. There we go. Then we got, look at that. We got Snoopy Gumball Machine Coin Bank. Really cool there with flip-up sunglasses. Oh, he does. Yeah, flip-up sunglasses he's wearing. That's the original box. That's cool too. Ashley says, yeah, they're proof sets there. Very good. Cool. Got a really nice knife. Look at the knife there with the buffalo on it there. That's slick. Like that. Does that have a reserve on it? I'm just double checking. Don't see a reserve on that there. Nice knife. And the original gum. You bet, Susan. Ooh, eat that at your own risk, okay? Let's see. Once Upon a Pillow, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It actually tells the story. It unvelcros right here somewhere, or unties, and then it's got the whole little book in there. That's sweet, isn't it? I love that. Do you know what year the Snoopy is? I don't know. I got stuff stacked, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find it. Give me 1 second. I might be able to. 1965. Peanuts characters, 1965 is what it says on it. And then I've got the Pepsi Cola. I got a set of 4 glasses and the pitcher there. Every time I see that, that reminds me of Pizza Hut. Got some cool old knives there. You got Americana there. Got a knife right there. Kind of looks like Confederate flag, but I don't think it is. I don't usually sell Confederate flag, and I don't think it had the stars going down. So, cool. And that's brass. This is brass here and here. That's neat. And then we got 2 swords here. This is like a Japanese sword here. It's nice. Just kind of a fun little fantasy sword to be able to have. I don't know what that emblem is, but there you go. Almost looks like the nuclear emblem. But this is a sword I thought was really cool. Look at this guy. That's a brass handle. Brass handle. Well done. Probably a repop sword, but they did a lot on this one. Because that's real... I think that's malachite. That green stone there. Yeah, that's real malachite on that there. But neat. Got a dragon on laying there. Heather, can you help me real quick? It's got this symbol up here. Not sure what's going on there. Right there. Let's see. Heather, I'm going to have you pull this sword here. I'm just going to back away so Heather doesn't cut my head off for fun. Oh, yeah. Has a nice ring to it also, too. Look at that. Does Heather look like she's ready to go into battle? Excellent. So nice. Nice blade. Nice hilt. So... And that's all metal. The sheath is all metal. So yes. That's a... Even if it's replica, that would have been a much more expensive sword to get. So, very cool, but neat. Let's see here. And then somebody asked, can we look at the village again? Yep, I'll show you the village one more time. Here is a village. It's just around the corner. You got a whole bunch there. Okay, keep moving on here. That was the majority of Ashley's stuff. There's a few more things she has up there. We'll come down here to Amy's items down here. You got the Snoopy. You got a whole bunch of doilies, like a whole bag of different kind of doilies. Somebody might like those. So I might need to lay those out at the auction and let people see them a little better there. You got a 2002 Longaberger Easter basket. Really pretty. Look at that. And they've got a little bunny rabbit in there. That's ready to go for Easter right there. I believe these are sold as a set here, these little baskets here. And then we got some nice little trinket dishes here. Nice. You got a Easter egg here. Friendship is always in fashion. Nice little bunnies all dressed up. Got a nice little glass basket here. Pretty sure that basket there is crystal. Got a real nice basket. It's got a bunny on there. Looks like it's all Easter themed. She's so far. That's nice. Easter's early. It's April 5th. It's coming hard and fast for you. But that's also wonderful, too. Not only is it the resurrection of the Lord, but it's also starts to get warmer. Oh, man. At least in our area it does. Here's a pretty deal. You got bunny rabbits having a nice... Or is it bunny rabbits? No, it's Precious Moments, people. Having a little tea party. And a lighted tea party deal. We've got a stone egg. Nice stone egg. Look at that guy. Got some paperweights. Pretty little paperweights there. Nice paperweight there. It's got that gold in it. A lot of times they roll gold dust in there. Oh, look what it did there. It bubbled like the gold bubbled. That is different. That's an unusual thing. I've not seen the bubbles. You guys ever seen tight bubbles like that? That is different. It's almost like it's fizzing or something. Hopefully it doesn't explode on me. I don't think it's going to explode, right? Well, we'll find out. Antique Jeanette glass lidded square box on pedestal. She's got a $20 reserve on that guy there. Nice. And then we've got the Cambridge Glass Company glass dish there. You got the Dutch Masters Crown Vintage Glass Cigar Humidor box. Look at that. Fancy. Then we've got nice glass basket here. And then we've got the Waterford Crystal Angel Paperweight. She's got a $40 to reserve to start with that. Waterford's pretty expensive stuff, though. Waterford, $40 reserve on that Crystal Angel. So, well worth it if it's Waterford for sure. Waterford has like a little seahorse emblem made in Ireland. Okay, coming up here, we've got a lot of Murano up here. We got Murano dish here. Glass, all made in Italy. Look at that beautiful vase. And you think that's a big vase, don't you? Here's my hand. That is a large vase. Large glass Murano vase. But, boom. That's massive. Look at that. That's a massive glass Murano piece right there. That is huge. That is a statement piece. This is a flower arrangement on the top of your dining room kind of piece. And then they got Jack in the Pulpit glass here. Nice glass piece there. This is also believed to be Murano. Really pretty glass here. Another Murano. So we got all Murano up top here. Looks nice. That is a very large Murano glass. That's like amazing that it came to Illinois from all the way from Italy. That's amazing. And then coming over here, look at that. He just keeps going and going and going. The Energizer Bunny. That is amazing. This is Debbie's. This is Debbie's item. That is cool, Debbie. Got some cool car banks here. That's some pretty neat looking car banks. Got a nice little crystal piece there with the red on there. Nice little candy dish. Got another little, sometimes used for honey. Yep, the way that is. Probably a honey bowl. Pyrex. You got, what is that? Probably gravy boat, maybe? Pyrex. With the dish there. Looks nice. And coming down here, we find out what my brother's got for you. Look at this. He's got some really nice pieces, too. Everybody's trying to up their game for you. Trying to bring you some really quality pieces here. Look how beautiful that is. We've got $100 reserve on that guy. Look at this. Beautiful. Then we got a $50 reserve on this guy, all glass here. Look at that. Beautiful plate there. Like a swirl. Looks like you're looking into a swirling pot or something. That's pretty neat. Then we have jadeite. Jadeite grapes. Jadeite grapes there. So they look plastic. These are stone. Yeah, the teardrop piece is 9 inches tall. It is big. I like this. I love this. Look at this. Jadeite stone. Because when you first look at it, you know, like I've sold like plastic grapes and stuff before, but those are not plastic. They're all stones. Isn't that cool? Got a $50 reserve there. Same way here. $50 reserve on these guys. Soapstone. All of these are soapstones here. But man, they look great, don't they? Great grapes. $50 reserve. Then we've got $40 reserve. Look at that. Is that Chicago Bears? I think it's Chicago Bears, right? Chicago Bears. Apparently, even if they move to Indiana, they're going to keep the name Chicago Bears. I don't know why, but they are. And then we've got $20 reserves and $15 reserves on these guys. $20 reserves on these large stone circles. Like that. Large stone balls. And then you also get the holder there. And then $15 reserve there. It's their colors, yes. On the bears there. Really pretty eggs there. These are all stone eggs there. Be a fun Easter thing. $15 reserve on those. And then coming down here, all this stuff does not have reserves here. We got a pretty little dish here. You got the labradorite ring, adjustable. Got some nice vases there. That's an older vase. It's got it's crystal vase there. Bengals. I think it's the bears. And then we've got beautiful vase there. Got a nice little apple dish. Nice. Some nice little pieces here. And then these two nice little soapstone pieces there. And you got a wooden shoe. It says Amsterdam, made in Holland. I bet you it is. Don't see any marking on the bottom, but this says Amsterdam right on the side, so probably made in Holland. Coming over here, we've got the set of dishes here made in Colombia. Made in Colombia. The apple's a jam jar. Oh, cool. Nice. We've got some arrowheads right here. These are probably Cahokia, because that's where we're from. People still find arrowheads around us in farmers' fields, and they have the appropriate like little light damage here and there. So I like it. I like it there. Got some nice dishes there. Is that McCoy? It looks kind of McCoy. Nope, Hall, oven proof. Got a nice piece of pottery there. You got Viking glass there, the owl. Viking glass there of the rooster, crowing there. You got two Murano glass pieces here. Beautiful Murano. That blue and that red. Look at the tag there. See how beautiful that is? That's pretty. Very, very, very pretty there. And the red. I don't know which one of these I like better. They look nice. And then we've got some Starbucks mugs. You got 3 Starbucks mugs right there. And then you've probably been seeing it. I got another sword. Big old samurai sword there. We'll take it out of the sheath there. Most of the samurai swords are pretty much similar. But at the auction, I'll take each of them out of the sheath there. So I do have 2 samurai swords. This one's just I would just call this one the black and white sword. The other one is the black and green sword. Okay. And then coming over here, look what Dad's got for you here. Large crystal vase. Got a $30 reserve on that large piece of crystal. That is a big bowl. Here's my hand again. Measurements there. That's big. Got a really nice little art piece there. Doesn't that look good? There you go. Happy couple. And then we got the Longaberger basket with different little decor inside. You got a nice little set there. He's got there for you. And I'll pull, oh, look there. We do have more jars of buttons. I got 2 jars of buttons. This looks like a tissue box. That's metal. And a nice vase back there. And then look at this. He came up with 3 more purses for you. I got a $100 reserve on this one here, over here. And the other 2 have $80 reserves. I'll go ahead and read them for you. The far left one here is a vintage Gilly Original New York pearlized lucite finished with clever snap lock. Usually goes for $400. We got a reserve of $100. And then the middle one is the vintage tortoiseshell style lucite handbag. It's 1950s, 1960s. Can go as much as $500. But we got an $80 reserve on that guy there. Vintage purses. And then we've got the last one there is the vintage lucite box bag. 1950s, 1960s. It's ivory pearlized swirl pattern gold tone hardware. Look at that, beautiful. And it usually has it has an $80 reserve. So the far left one has a $100 reserve, and the last 2 there have $80 reserves to start us off. And then we got mugs. I got a Mickey mug. I got a Kit Kat mug. I got a Sock Monkey mug. I got 2 Hershey S'more mugs. And I got wife, mom, boss mug. It's a true statement sometimes, isn't it? And then we've got recipes. You got a recipe box and 2 recipe books. Our favorite things recipe book, and then just another recipe book. Coming down here, let me get my chair again so I can bend. Got a couple of little butterfly piece there. Nice lighthouse piece. It is Heather's cup in so many ways. Good morning. Beautiful blue glass that somebody's hand painted on there. You can really tell hand painted. You got some of the little paint coming off there, so you can definitely tell it's hand painted there. Nice. Can we see the labradorite ring up closer? Absolutely. I'll move right back there as soon as I'm done here. Got a nice little, looks like a trivet there for you. And then look at these Damascus daggers. $75 reserve on each of these with the sheath. Dad just picked these up. Isn't that green popping there in that handle there? That's beautiful. You got brass and then the Damascus style there. Really nice. $75 reserve on each of those daggers there. And then coming down here, all of these knives right here have got a $40 reserve. All of them are that Damascus style again right there. Look at that. Beautiful knives with the sheath. These have got a little age to them, as you can probably tell from the leather on the sheaths. There you go. Beautiful handle. Look at that handle. The handles are really pretty. They were well done. Like a little work of art in the handle. So $40 reserve on each of these. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those there. Straight from the blacksmith blades. Yep. Yeah, I can definitely tell that one. That's a thick piece of steel there from a blacksmith. Sometimes you can go and you can even learn how to do that. And then we've got straight from the blacksmith, the blade reserve, $50. And this guy is big. He's more like he's almost like a chef's knife or a cleaver. That's cool. That one would be cool to cook in the kitchen with right there. That is cool. So there you go on that one. $50 reserve there. Then we've got this little piece here. I believe this is for Passover. On that there, it's got the Hebrew word for each of the items that go in each of the slots there. And if you guys have never been a part of a Seder dinner, so this would be helpful. Yep, it says Passover right there. This was the wherever Dad was auction number that it was in. So pretty neat. Whether you're Jewish, you could use it, but if you're a Christian, you could also use it too. And you go over the same elements that were found at the Passover dinner, and then you talk about how they connect to Jesus, which is really cool. I like it. And then we've got what is it here? Shells? These are shells. Look how massive this sucker is. Holy cow, what is this thing? That is amazing. Yes, we have ordered more fudge. It is already on its way. We've got something even cooler coming too, though. So, what's that? If you stay to the end, we'll reveal what is the cool thing about the fudge that is upcoming. Let's see here. We've got a nice shell piece there. Cool there. Got a nice, nice pottery piece there. Could be Native American on this one here. Could be Navajo. So I know where Dad's getting some of the stuff at the auction. They've been having a lot of Navajo artwork there. That's pretty. And then we got really, look at those beautiful blue glass pieces there. Got a $25 reserve to start on each of those, and those are gorgeous. Just beautiful on there. And then moving on, we got to go to, let's see here. I'm trying to think. Somebody asked to see something. I think it was the labradorite ring, right? Come with me on a trip as we float backwards. And then we'll go back to the table. And then if you stay to the end, Heather will reveal something special that we have coming up about the fudge. I got the labradorite ring. Here it is. It's got that copper tone hardware around it. Probably is copper, actually, on there. Or it's copper toned. I don't know, with the black showing through. It might just be metal. But that is labradorite. There you go. Okay, I'm going to go back to the tables. And then Heather's going to reveal the secret coming up. Secret message for those who stay. Lot number 1, we got the wooden rabbit. Lot number 1, the wooden rabbit. Lot number 2, Grandma's birthday. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's an older painting there. Lot number 3, it's called Alone. Alone. Nice oil painting there. Lot number 3, Alone. Lot number 4, you got the pewter Longaberger little ornaments, if you will. Or the embellishments that go on the baskets is what they do. Lot number 4. Lot number 5, you got the coconut monkey or the coconut ape. That's lot number 5. Lot number 6, Star Wars trivia. How well do you know your Star Wars? Is lot number 6. Lot number 7, blue jean pieces there, salt and pepper, and then the pitcher. Lot number 8, the tulip platter. Tulip platter right there's lot number 8. Lot number 9, vintage brass eagle, flying eagle. That is old and that is awesome. Lot number 9. Lot number 10, I got the Corningware. I don't know why we have a W here. Corningware there is lot number 10. I got 3 of the 4 lids. Lot number 11, we got the angel lot. The angel lot, just angel figurines. Lot number 12, we got the watch lot. Whole bunch of fashion watches for you. Lot number 13, the green pedestal bowl, 8 inches by 8 inches on that. Lot number 14, we got the knife lot, pocket knife lot. Lot number 15, the glasses set of 5 lot. Lot number 16, you got the coffee mug lot, Reese's, s'mores, and bless daddy, bless mama. Lot number 17, the Campbell's lot. You got the bobblehead, the ornament, and the 3 different kind of mugs. Lot number 17, the Campbell's lot. Lot number 18, calling it the fun lot. You get the turkey, salt and pepper, Yankee candle, votive, bears, nativity, glass, paperweight, and a nice little vase. Lot number 18. Lot number 19, vintage jewelry box with jewelry. Lot number 19. And lot number 19, the epic decor lot. All these guys, nobody wanted them at one time. Lot number 20.
Yeah.
What did I say? Lot number 20?
You said 19.
Well, this is lot number 20, guys. This is lot number 20. Epic decor lot. All those pieces won money right there.
Also, an epic announcement. So we actually called the fudge guy that makes all of the Mackinac Island fudge, and we are going to get exclusively made Hooked on Pickin fudge. We are going to get different kinds. So we're going to get a Paul's cereal fudge. I'm so excited about it. And then we're also going to get a Heather's Midnight Snack fudge. And you won't get to find out what's in them until they're delivered and made. But he said what
You'll never guess what's in Paul's cereal fudge.
You'll never guess.
You'll never
Never
guess.
guess. But anyway, so we'll get those. I think he said he'll have them made by next week and then possibly shipped out after that. So maybe in a couple of weeks.
Probably about 2 weeks to get our personalized fudge.
Yes, our personalized fudge. The newest, but we did reorder all the regular kinds, and so that is actually already shipped. I just got the notification that it's already been shipped. Yes, so that should be here probably next week. But we are getting Hooked on Pickin exclusive fudge. When we talked to him, I don't think they've exclusively made fudge for any other company. We're the first.
Yeah, they've done it for 2 little shops
that they own.
Yes.
They have exclusive ones that are only sold in their shops up in Mackinac City. So if you're ever in that area, definitely check out the Devon's Mackinac Island fudge. You'll get just as good of yummy goodness as you're getting from us. But I'm super excited about that. So I'm just elated. All right, thanks so much for joining us on this video. Make sure you send in all those reserve bids. Remember, bids close at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is an hour prior to when the auction starts. And so send those bids in. We'll respond back and forth. Keep an eye on that email and make sure you are up to date with whether or not you are winning or have been outbid on your favorite items. Thanks so much for joining us. And of course, remember, in the end, Jesus wins.